and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Tenkai Knights review for you. This is two of the newer ones. This is Granox and Slyger. These are about $4.99 a piece. This is the smallest price point that they have for Tenkai Knights. They also have something they call Titan Mode, which are larger ones that are around the $10 to $12 price point, and then larger ones still. So I decided to pick these up. I've watched the show a couple times. I do have some other ones a while ago, but I decided to go ahead and review these because they're new. If you take a look on the back, the cool thing about these is they do transform into like Lego bricks. These aren't officially Legos or anything, but they turn into construction style bricks like that. This shows that if there's 4 different characters and if you buy all 4 of them, you can combine them into this kind of spaceship or jet or something like that. I only have the first 2 right here. So let's go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging and take a look. Alright, so we'll start first with Granox. These are all the pieces that he comes with. These 2 pieces are just kind of superfluous pieces right now. I believe they're used if you buy all 4 to create the larger plane. So we don't really need them for anything. I'm going to set them off to the side. He comes with this kind of large axe handle piece, and then he comes with this kind of staff. You're just going to plug this into here, and then you have his axe. Very simple. This piece here is meant to be used as a shield, and let me see which side is up. It doesn't really matter, but I believe this side is supposed to be the top. So you have this 2-sided piece here, which you're going to put on the back. And then this handle piece here is going to plug into that. And that's just so he can then hold it as a shield. If you start here with the little brick man, I think these things are very, very cool. I really like the detailing on it. I like his little face and the detailing on his chest. I think looks pretty good. I'll see if I can zoom in here and focus a little bit better. There we go. I think they're really quite cool. Alright, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. To transform these is very simple, and every one of these little brick men transform in the same way. This piece here, this hinge you can see, is going to fold up and cover the face a little bit. And then these 2 pieces will click into place. Then these legs here will flip around. And then these arms will slide down into these little creases here, basically. And there you go. It's pretty much transformed into a normal 2x4 Lego brick. I believe it can connect with Legos. I haven't actually tried it, but I believe that it can. So to transform it back, I usually just pull these to help get the hands out. And then swivel the legs down. Pop these down and flip this down. And everything kind of snaps into place. Is nice. For articulation, the arm here is on a ball joint. The ball joint is actually right here in the torso. But that's on a swivel. And then there's a littler ball joint down here for the hand. And then these legs are all actually on a ball joint as well. So decent articulation for something so small. I don't believe the head moves at all. No, it doesn't. But I think it's pretty good for something so small to have that much articulation. So then what you're going to do is this little helmet that it comes with, you can just drop this right on top, and it just kind of pegs in. Oops, sorry, I got a little bit of a washout there. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. So you just go ahead and put the helmet on top, and then you can go ahead and give him his axe and his giant shield. Whoop, axe fell out of his hand. It doesn't look like he wants to hold the axe all that well. There it goes. I guess it's a little bit thinner towards the bottom of the staff. So hold on 1 second and I'm going to change the camera angle here. So the axe makes him very, very top heavy. and so does the shield. So it's kind of hard to get him to stand with both of his accessories, but I do think they're pretty cool. Not really much detailing here on the back. You kind of just see all the pieces individually. But yeah, I think these are pretty good. Alright, well I can't get him to stand. I'm going to move on to Slyger. Okay, so here we have Slyger. I really like the kind of tiger face on his chest there. I think that looks pretty cool. And I like the detailing on his head as well. I'm not going to show you how he transforms into a brick because it's exactly the same as Granox. These two pieces here are extra pieces for the jet, so I'm going to put them to the side as well, as we do not need them right now. Otherwise, he comes with this kind of Vega from Street Fighter looking mask, which I do think is very cool. Let's see if I can show it to you without my hands casting so much shadow. Nothing really on the back. I believe on the show he's really more of a navy bluish, not black. While the black does look cool with the neon green, I also did like the navy blue. I kind of wish he was in show accurate colors, but not a big deal. And then he comes with these kind of blade weapons. He can either hold them in his hands here or here. So if you pick him up and just drop the helmet on, I think he looks very cool. And like I said, if you want, you can put these in his hand like this, or he can kind of clip them in his hand like this, almost kind of like Wolverine claws. I kind of prefer this way. I just think it looks a little bit cooler. Let me see if I can get him to stand on his own here. So there you go. I think out of the two, I like Slyger a little bit better, just because his weapons are a little bit easier for him to wield, and I like the coloring a little bit better. Again, on the back, there's not really much going on, because the transforming part is kind of hollow on the back. But I think Slyger looks really cool. I like the neon green coloring. So I think these are both pretty cool. I mean, for $4.99 each, they're very inexpensive, which is nice. They are kind of tiny, but you do get a lot of accessories and other pieces with them. So take it for what you will. They might be, I mean, I could maybe stand with them being like $1 or so cheaper, but at the end of the day, I think the price point is pretty acceptable. I really like the coloring and the detailing on both of these. I like the horn on Granox to give him kind of a rhino feel. And I do like Granox's weapons, but again, for him to hold them, you kind of have to put them on the floor and just use them to prop him up. Make him very top heavy and he just wants to fall forward. Love the colors on Slyger, and his weapons are much easier for him to wield. So not as top heavy, you can get some cool poses out of him. Like I said, I do have more of these that I bought a while ago, older ones. If you guys would like to see reviews of them, please post in the comments and let me know. These were around for a while, and then they kind of lost favor, and kind of everywhere was clearancing them out. And now they're starting to release additional ones, like a Wave 2. So there was a large gap in between Wave 1 and Wave 2, and I kind of feel like some people may have lost interest, but I kind of am one of them. But the $5 ones I feel like are easy to collect because they're so cheap. Kind of the more expensive ones I've kind of lost my interest in. But tell me what you guys think in the comments. Like I said, if there's any you'd like me to review, list it in the comments. If you have any thoughts, or if you like these guys, don't like these guys, any other ones you like, let me know in the comments. Please like and share this video. Please make sure you're subscribed. There'll be links in the description for my Facebook and Twitter. Please follow me on there as well. You guys can post comments, post pictures of your collections and stuff. Let me know what you have. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at Tenkai Knights, Slyger, and Granox. And thanks for watching.